And so that's why Turo is a problem, because of people not understanding the business model behind renting cars, right?
What up, y'all? Over 700 trips, a Turo power host out here in Las Vegas with a fleet of over 20 vehicles. Right now, we're at 24 counting. I want to tap in and chat with you guys of what Houston just said.
But in general, the rental car industry is becoming oversaturated because of things like Turo, because of the price points, right? Hertz and Avis and myself, we know what it takes to rent the car, right? Your next door neighbor that has 3 cars on Turo has no idea what it takes to rent the car. She knows what her payment is, and she knows how much she needs to make every month to make that payment.
If you guys haven't been following this channel, I share a lot about Turo. There's so much videos, a lot of day in the lives. Check that out. How we run and manage a fleet. I give you guys so many great templates. You can tap in the description. Let me just chat about real quick with Houston and what he just said. He's out here in Las Vegas. He runs a rental car agency that is more for luxuries because, obviously that's not the space I'm in. When I'm talking about luxuries, I'm talking about the Lambs, okay? The Lambos. I'm talking about a lot of the higher end cars. He just recently has been coming a little bit out more on the whole game, the space. He's been on podcasts. I saw the one right now with just Graham Stephan, and he's sharing a lot of what he sees in the car rental space, and he just sees it as more of like cool. It's like a fun business, right? Kind of a hobby. Now he's doing Houston's Hot Chicken. I just ate Houston's Hot Chicken right before I did this, so I supported. But and it's great chicken. So again, that's no ad from them, but it's great chicken. Let me just share, okay? Just being a Turo host out here in Las Vegas, the one thing he shares, and it's about pricing. It's really about the pricing, and it's true. There's people out here that, they're just trying to get by. They're just trying to pay a car note. They're just trying to make sure that their car note gets paid, and they'll make a little bit extra, if anything. But that's the average Turo host, okay? Not many people are actually running this or taking this seriously as a business. We get paid as 1099s, but to honestly take this seriously as a business, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game of seeing it from a mindset of like profiting, making a living, paying employees, and to be able to actually reinvest back into the business to kind of think long term. Like I said, most people are just like, I'm just trying to get by the month to month to month and get this thing to book. And I've seen that. When I first started off, I was competing with people on pricing. It has to do with pricing. I had no idea how much these cars are getting priced. So what did I do? I looked at the marketplace. How much are BMWs getting rented for? How much are the Nissans, the Hondas, okay, the Toyotas? How much are these cars getting rented for? The Audi, all the cars that we got, how much are they getting rented for? And if they're getting rented for a good amount, I see that the person has a solid profile. They've got a lot of trips, a lot of bookings. I'll kind of look at what they're pricing it now, and I'll pretty much be like, okay, let me just go $10 less than that. And that was my mindset. Why? Because I needed to build up my profile. I wanted to earn trust. We had literally no ratings, okay? Now it's a lot easier. But before, it was a price war. I used to do free drop-offs. Now we charge $120, the max that you can charge for a delivery, for a drop-off, okay? So there's literally seasons to it. But again, this allows a lot of the competition to be competitive, and a lot of that just comes down to a price war. Oh, that person's doing $40 a day, I'll do 35. This person's doing 35 a day, I'm gonna make sure I go a little bit low, 30, to the point where people are literally doing $19, $20 a day. And again, if you're doing the 75-25 plan, Turo's taking 25% of that $20 a day, which you're barely making. You're making $15 a day by pricing it at $20 a day. So you guys can see how the price war would just destroy the market and the expectation of the renter. Now, what I'm seeing is the people that are only doing this casually, right? They will become a casualty in the business. Why do I say that? Because a lot of the times I see them that they don't get great reviews. They're kind of lazy. Like one of our renters just right now, he said, hey, there was one person there. It was like a 2013 Ford Fusion. I rented from them. It broke down. I was trying to do my best to, get it all going on. I put coolant, and this guy was nice. This renter was nice, right? But he said, when I picked it up, it was really, really dirty. This car was disgusting, but I just needed a place to go from A to B. The dude was nice. The renter didn't care. And the guy was saying, I only decided to do it because it was cheap. It was affordable. And he went to us, and we're on it. customer service, car is clean in service. You get a free sticker to be able to go to the car wash if you'd like. There's so many perks by being with people that are actually serious, but we charge a little bit more. He was going to extend with us, and literally this just happened over the weekend. He rented from us for 7 days. He doesn't have a car. He just needs to get to work right out here in Vegas, so he's not driving it like crazy, just working home. And he was just telling me like, hey, I want to extend with you guys, but it was just a little out of my budget, so I went with somebody cheaper. Again, this is where a lot of those types of guests, they're going to get with what they pay for as far as like service. Now we have a profile with hundreds of reviews. We've kind of built it up so we can really leverage ourselves, because a lot of the times people are like, I've never done Turo before. I've never rented, but what I'm seeing and when I saw your guys' profile, I saw that you guys had so many great reviews, so I trusted it. That's what's going to kind of tip you over the edge of allowing people to make buying decisions to rent from you versus somebody else. Again, customer service, I'm all about this. I preach this all the time, like just the power of customer service. But yeah, I wanted to share that. I thought it was interesting what Houston just shared, and it's true. You don't know versus like Avis and all the other Hertz car rental companies out there. They know the pricing in the marketplace versus the average Turo renter, right? Host has no idea what the pricing is, has no idea what the market's going for, and it's true, and you get to learn over time. Again, there's pros and cons to this. I see so much going on in the space, and how the rental car game, like Turo just makes it so easy to get your car into the platform, get it approved, and get it rented by people right away. So I could see why the quick money is just like, wow, I can make money off renting my car to strangers. Like, it's there. There's leverage. You're not like Uber or Lyft just driving people behind. There's so much more leverage. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm studying a few of what Houston was saying. I know he's in a different industry as far as like the top tier type of luxury type of vehicles versus me. I enjoy economies. I think it's a lot easier for me to just learn, and especially as I'm learning, growing my connections in the car industry. We all got to take our steps, right? We all have different seasons and where we're in. If you're just starting, you're doing it with one car, do your market research, see how much other people are pricing it, and then price accordingly. And I'll tell y'all, there's times where you're going to get a lot more. And that's why I just do what Turo recommends as minimum and what they recommend as maximum. That's how I set it. That's how we set it. There's some vehicles where we know they keep getting booked and rented, so we'll do a set. But usually a majority of our fleet, we do the minimum and maximum. And a good amount of the time, Turo actually gets it booked for the maximum, or really closer to the maximum rather than the minimum of what you set. And the minimums are big. There's a big gap. There's like minimum is like 25, maximum is like 55. So there's a $30 gap in between. And most of the time, if we do that, I'll get most cars going $40 a day, $43, 45, like from 40 to 50. So it's been pretty good with how they've been able to generate our bookings for the day rates when we set it to Turo's minimum and maximum. You guys can do that when you guys are listing your car. You have control over that. Okay, so it's really, really cool. Other than that, any questions, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys follow Houston? Have you guys tried Houston Chicken? It's bomb. Tap in. I'm a Las Vegas power host out here in Las Vegas. We got a 20-plus vehicle fleet out here with a solid team, and we're just here to serve. I'm here to share some insights. If you guys haven't, I did a day in the life. Check those videos out. It'll bless you, and it'll kind of give you guys a background on like what it really takes to run and manage a fleet. All right? Have a great week. Y'all tap in. Take care. Bye-bye.